Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, katoa ko Ian Wanamaker, tēnā. I'm alongside Sam Nemerov this evening, and we are bringing you some NWIHL ice hockey action. It has been a little while, Sam. It's been over almost 2 months since the Auckland Steel, the hometown Auckland Steel, have last played in this competition.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I know the fans are eager, we're eager, and more importantly, the players, they're eager to get back into it. And yeah, it's been about 2 months since we saw the Steel face off against the Canterbury Inferno here, and the first game was quite a close matchup, and then the second game in Botany, they were able to find their footing and took it in a bit more convincing fashion.
Yeah, nice one. Here we got to look at the league table, and Auckland Steel sitting at the top with only 2 games played. They got those 2 wins, which gives them 6 points. Inferno not far behind on 5 points. The Dunedin Thunder women, maybe they need a new name. I'm just saying that's a great team. They are sitting on 4 points after 4 games played. And the Wakatipu Wild, they're on 3 points with a win and a loss, and they are here visiting up from beautiful Central Otago.
Yeah, and the weather, it didn't greet them kindly. Unfortunately, it's raining outside, but the good thing with ice hockey, it's always the same weather inside. So
that's it.
Yeah, I think the fans are definitely excited to get out of the weather, if not just to come into the cold rink.
Oh, for sure. And here you are. We got the Steel. Last 10 games, 6-1-0-3. That's wins, overtime losses, and losses. Head-to-head against this group, they're 28 wins and 10 losses, so they're up on the Wakatipu team with a power play that's firing at 35%. That's quite high. And a penalty kill almost at 90%. But the last 10 games, the Wild, look at that, 7-0-2-1. That is a fantastic record with a quarter of their power plays converted and 100% on the PK.
Yeah,
Watch out.
That's so impressive. And, the Wakatipu Wild, they are a really top-heavy team. They do have a lot of firepower with Nelson, with Mills, and Holmquist and all those players. The addition this season of Libby Jean Chalice, who's a great playmaker and has a really good shot as well. So it's no surprises there to see their power play really ticking. And I think it's really going to be a case of defense for both teams. Both teams have, great offensive power. And we saw with the penalty kill, both high percentages. So we know both of these teams can score, and it's just going to be a matter of who can keep the puck out of their own net.
Yeah, exactly. So a lot of emphasis on special teams, but also the goaltending matchups. In net, who have we got starting? Looks like for the Wakatipu Wild, Lucy Thomas. She's also a young person growing up in around Wellington area, and she's gone from the inline over to the ice scene. So looking forward to seeing Lucy starting in the net for the Wakatipu team. And in net, we've got number 30, Zadia Pulse for the Steel.
Yeah, and great goalie, Zadia Pulse as well, a younger goalie, up and coming, had an absolutely phenomenal showing with the under-18s when they came around. So yeah, and then she played fantastic against the Inferno as well. So yeah, she's coming off strong performances, and I'm excited to see how she carries herself after 2 months off.
That's true, exactly. We've been almost 2 months without hockey up here for the women, so they are looking to get right back into action with the Steel. I love the name of the team, some creative names, the Inferno. Well, that's fantastic, as well as the Wakatipu Wild with the WW there. Looking for a W tonight. Steel maybe looking to do that, to steal a win. Here we go. So I'm sorry with the dad puns already for any of those listening. But, yeah, let's get puck drop going. Looks like we've got a ceremonial kind of nice greeting here from these teams all lining up on the blue line. As the Wakatipu team is just entering to the ice surface, they are also lining up as captain from the Steel, Jamie Jones, shaking the referee's hand and the linesman, respectively. And the captain of the Wild. Who's the captain of the
Kelly
group?
Nelson.
Kelly Nelson,
Looks
nice one. Nice polite salute before the game starts. That's something I'd love to see cross over into other games, a little bit more of that sportsmanship or sportspersonship all the way through just before you start the match and the game.
Yeah, absolutely. All these players, they play together in some form of another. It's a small ice hockey community, so yeah, they all know each other. They're all friends, but once that puck drops, it's Steel versus Wild, and I think both teams are going to really take it to each other.
Yeah, you can see it here as they're focused in their huddles here. Fantastic setup with all their leadership giving the instructions with pregame. I got to give a shout out too to Mana Keefe. She's starting. This is her first game. Hopefully she gets some game time. She is a rookie for the Steel. Another up-and-coming player, so another person to watch. Lots of people to watch here this evening, so let's get into it.
Yeah, and it looks like we'll get Richmond and Nelson taking the draw to start the game. Richmond with Hefford and
Looks like Tunnicliffe, number 10.
Tunnicliffe.
Former student of mine, actually.
And Tunnicliffe manages to get that puck into the wild zone. They fight for it, her and Hollier. Around the net, Libby Jean tries to get it, but Hefford comes away with it. Hefford now behind the net looking for her options. Hefford with it, nice cut to the middle. Takes a shot, screenshot, and a goal! First shot of the game is Hefford on a great screen there by Tunnicliffe, and the Steel take a very early 1-0 lead, pretty much as early as you can get in the game for a 1-0 lead.
Wow, as you see it here on the replay, coming in towards the middle, looking like, are you going to shoot it? Yep, looks like a possible screen in front, evades the glove of Thomas. 1-0 Steel, 26 seconds into the game, folks. Wow, if we keep this pace up, we are in for an unbelievably high-score game.
Yeah, and that face-off won by Horner Pascoe down to Jones. Jones to Hivgeti. Hivgeti up to Hansen, who just chips it forward and manages to knock the puck down into the zone. She fights for it with Aveni. Out to Mulari. Mulari takes a shot and deflected by Witchman.
Oh, I'm sorry, is Witchman starting? I got that entirely wrong. I thought Thomas was making the start. Looks like Witchman has gone into the net there. So there we go.
Hivgeti up to Hansen. Hansen with the puck now, and she just drops it back to Horner Pascoe. Horner Pascoe weaving, looking to cut to the center, but unable to do so. That finds its way up to Mills. Mills now streaking in on the left-hand side, stops up, looking for a play, and sends it behind the net. Centering pass, and Jess unable to find
Looks like we met number 5. Who's got the puck now?
Bennett's now. Bennett's with the puck in the corner. She's looking for her options. Sends it up to the point, and that's down to Ume. Richmond now sends it behind her net to Pedrosa. Pedrosa with the puck now. She battle, and Harold and Ume battle for it. Pedrosa comes away with it. Pedrosa looking to center it, but broken up by Richmond. Richmond looking for a pass now. Tries to send it cross ice, but that's broken up. Harold with the puck and sends it in front of the wild zone, and there are a couple players there.
There's 3 of them.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't even make a change. Luckily, they didn't get called for too many people on the ice.
Yeah, it looked like it could have been a case of that.
1-on-2. What a dangle here. Shot off the post.
Yeah,
wow,
Nelson
what a move.
just walks in and then rings it off the iron, unfortunately ironing out, but a great move nonetheless. Up to Helen Murray. Murray now just backhands it in, looking for Richmond, who is coming in the center, but unable to find her. Now Richmond back to the corner where Libby Jean Chalice will receive that puck on the wing. Chalice to the center, but that's intercepted by Richmond. Richmond sends it to Patron, who just sends a bouncing puck in. Kind of an awkward bouncing puck to handle for Witchman, but she's able to deflect it into the corner. Now Nelson with it behind her net. She's looking up the wing. Nelson sends it to Mills. Mills hustling for it, but Patron will come away with it. Patron looking for a long stretch pass to Hefford. Finds it. Hefford trying to go to the center, but that gets picked off by Weeks. Now Weeks and Richmond and Mills and Hefford all fight for it in the corner. Yeah. But it looks like the Steel will come away with it, with Richmond just pushing it in, but she fights with Chalice, kind of shoves her off the puck, sends it up to Burstein, but picked off by Patron. Patron with a nice move to cut to the center, looking for a shot, and gloved by Witchman.
Witchman making a nice save there. All right, going across body with the glove, a little bit unorthodox as well, though. Here's that break we saw earlier, a 1-on-2. Coming in, what a nice dangle. Fakes the shot, cuts to the middle, forehand, backhand, back to the forehand, off the pipe. So that might not even register as a shot, unfortunately, but that was a great chance. Another one there. Wow, Warner Pascoe right off the face-off.
Yeah, awkward deflection there, straight to Pascoe, who takes a shot and a nice reaction save from Wichman there. Now Jones with it. She curls up and just fans on the clear and unable to get it out. And now Ume behind the net. She fights with Warner Pascoe. Down to Ume. Really get rung off the side of the net there. Ume still with the puck. She finds Bennett. So good pressure here from the Wakatipu Wild. Hansen with a nice move to get around Bennett.
Gets
Bennett's with
upended.
the puck now.
Oh,
and now
tripping.
Yeah,
there's going to be a penalty call.
we'll see a penalty on what looked like a break there for the Wakatipu Wild. A possible 2-on-1
Yeah, because
developing.
Lily Hansen has the puck here. She's coming up the wall and then cuts towards the middle and then gets the stick of the other player tangled in between her feet, and then the Wakatipu Wild do get it right away, and the ref had the hand up, made the call. That's going to be 2 minutes for tripping.
Yeah, and we'll get our first look at the Auckland Steel power play, which, much like the Wakatipu Wild power play, has been very good so far.
Putting that 100% PK to the test right now.
Absolutely, and that puck is held in. Hard shot there by Shields. Richmond hustling for it, and she'll just push it forward to Murray. Murray with the puck now does well to maintain possession of it. Murray looking for options, and she'll just get it into the zone where Hansen picks it off and sends in the corner back to Murray. Now up to Shields. Shields passes it up top to Richmond. Richmond with the puck now, just looking for her options. Richmond sends it to Shields. Shields with a quick shot, but that misses wide. And clearing attempt, and Nelson will clear that all the way down, and the Wakatipu Wild will go for a change.
Full wholesale changes almost both sides.
Shields with the puck now, and just picked off there by Weeks, but Mulari will pick it back. Mulari just trying to set it up for the steal, and that's up to Patron. Patron with the puck now.
Oh, big heavy hit there, right up against the boards.
Big hit there, yeah, and good job by the Wakatipu Wild to prevent Patron from entering the zone. Now puck does find Patron, and she's with it up on the top. She gives it to Mulari. Mulari with the puck now. Mulari trying to buy some time, looking for her options.
Through the leg shot.
Yeah, a little through the leg screenshot, maybe looking for a deflection there from Thorne in front, but doesn't find it. Now the puck goes to Jones. Now up to Patron with the puck. Patron back down to Jones. Jones and Patron just play catch there. Looking for an angle for a shot. Patron with a slap shot, and nice slap shot, but an even better save by Wichman.
Yeah, that was actually right towards that blocker area, and Wickman looking likes to use the glove to go across body. So you'll see it here on the replay. Patron gets the puck from Jones. He walks into this, nice kind of a half slap. And, again, Wickman going across body with the glove to hold on to it. Sometimes with the blocker you won't be able to hold it. So electing to hold on and get some more face-offs ready for their team.
Yeah, and a good screen shot again. Looks like the Auckland Steel are trying to find someone in front. For that screen. You know, they had good success with that in that first goal in the first 20 seconds by Hefford. So, you know, get bodies in front, and yeah, I mean, that's all there is to it.
That's textbook power play. Get somebody in front, block the eyes of the goalie. And the power play is over, so that 100% penalty killing continue. What a little bully play off the face-off as Richmond says, I'm going to take you out of the play if you take the puck.
Yeah, Richmond not one to shy away from the contact as she tries to get it behind the net, and looks like she will battle with it for Hollier.
That's Rachel Richmond.
Rachel Richmond and Hollier battling for it now, supported. And looks like Hefford with a centering pass finds its way to Mills. Mills tries to get it up to Burstein, but broken up by Richmond, Ashley Richmond. Ashley Richmond and Burstein battle for it. Burstein comes away with it, looking for a centering pass, but done well by Tuncliffe to break that up. little bit Orr now with the puck, and Hefford wins that one and then just dumps it in. Aveni with the puck now. Aveni chips it up forward to Chalice, but that is picked off by Horner-Pascoe. Horner-Pascoe with the puck now, and she just gives it back to Jones. Jones sends it to Hivgeti, who does well to get it up to Hansen at the blue line. Back to Hivgeti, who tries to get it deep. Does manage to do so, finds Mulari, looks for a centering pass, and does find it, and just over the net by Horner-Pascoe on a great little passing play from the steal. Screenshot by Hivgeti, and Wichman, I think, got a piece of that. Good play by Jones to knock that puck out of the air, but Nelson finds it. Nelson now has support from Chalice. She tries to go between Hivgeti's legs, but Hivgeti does well to break that up. Nelson still with the puck. Holmquist coming in, but unable to get enough on that for a shot on Zadia Pulse, who does well to make the save. Nelson and Holmquist battle for it in the corner. Nelson still with the puck. Just
very strong on it. Has 2 steel players wrapped out on either side of her.
Yeah, and now Horner-Pascoe is going to come away with it, and she'll just dump it in, and it looks like the steal will go for a change. And Hollier just chips it forward. Helmerson, sorry.
Oh.
And
bit of a speed wobble.
Yeah, a bit of a speed wobble there, and just unable to get it in front is number 81 for the Wakatipu Wild.
Good defensive play made there by, it looked like, I think it was Shields who came back to lift the stick of the Wakatipu Wild player and make a great defensive play.
Yeah, and that's going to be the key tonight, is who can play the better defense. So Nelson or Hollier just getting it deep, and then Ume sends it around the boards to Pedrosa. Pedrosa picks the puck up, and she sends it behind the boards. Ume picks that up.
Ooh, a bit of a dangerous shot there as the goaltender decided to just put the hand right over top of the puck without having it hit the pad first. Yeah, I've seen those roll right in with sometimes a misjudgment on the play.
Yeah, and she had to be strong on that puck because Bennett was right in front and would have had a great opportunity, as we see just that centering feed from Mulari that finds its way to Horner-Pascoe.
And she put it right over top of the net. Unfortunately, there was net to shoot at.
Yeah, but a great passing play nonetheless. Pedrosa sends it around the boards. Bennett will find that and send it deep to Ume. So it looks like the Wakatipu Wild really playing in down low in the corners. Richmond will come away with it. She'll send it up to Tuncliffe, who will just chip it out. Looking for Hefford, but picked off. Pedrosa with the puck now. Pedrosa sends it around. Harold will pick it up and just send it around to Richmond. Richmond with the puck now, looking for her options. And tries to chip it forward, but broken up by Burstein. Burstein with the puck now. And does well to hold on to it, but the Steel come away with it. And now looking like they have numbers, as that's kept in well by Hefford. Hefford just puts a shot on, but that goes wide. And Richmond backhands it in, but stopped by Wichman. So Richmond to Wichman.
Yeah, I don't know if it's Wichman or Wickman. I know the father, Robert, so I'm pretty sure he'd say Wickman. That's how I've known him for like about 10 years or so. So I'm going to go with that. So you pronounce it however you want. But just in case we get any feedback, you let us know in the comments what and how,
well,
if we're mispronouncing any of these names, because there's a lot of new ones for us.
I'll take your word for it, Ian, and Wickman. And that goes up to Jones, and Jones puts a hard shot on, but that's broken up by Rout. And Hansen finds it now and backhands it, and Wickman does well to cover that post and make the save. Finds its way up to Mills for the Wakatipu Wild. Mills now looking for her options, but Mulari comes in and strips that puck away. Mulari now with the puck. Moves around one defense and backhander, and a great save, and another
second save as well.
Two great saves by Wickman, one on Mulari, the other on Horner-Pascoe, as Jones calls for it, and now a possible 2-on-1 as we've got Burstein coming in, but a good back check by Hansen breaks that up. Hansen with the puck now. She sends it around to Jones, who picks it up in the corner. But that's stolen by Burstein, and now Holmquist with it, looking for a centering pass, and just missed by Nelson on a great play from Holmquist, Burstein, and Nelson. Hivgeti with the puck now. Hivgeti looks to chip it up, and I don't think Horner-Pascoe touched that, so we're going to get an icing. So Ian, it looked like the start of the game. Obviously, first 20 seconds, Steel put a goal on, but the Wakatipu Wild have done really well to battle back, and they've been battling hard in the corners. And
yeah,
I think
to settle it for sure.
Really making it part of their game to be strong on that puck, and it looks like they're coming back for sure. Jones with the puck now. She chips it up, finds Horner Pascoe. Horner Pascoe dances around Hollier. Horner Pascoe now looking for Thorne, but just in front of her. Thorne throws it to the front of the net. Patron comes away with it and takes a shot on, but that goes way wide all the way around.
Oh, dear.
Ooh.
Jones looks like they lost their footing there.
Yeah, but it looks like she'll be okay. And Nelson with the puck now, and Nelson just sends it over
way
the top
high
of Pulse, but a couple slip-ups by the Steel there made for a dangerous opportunity for the Wakatipu Wild as Pedrosa with the puck now. Pedrosa holds it in. She circles around looking for a backhand, and a nice save, glove save by Zadia Pulse.
Yes, who has not been tested a huge amount for the Steel. Looks like the Wakatipu Wild have registered 3 shots, as we'll see on the replay here. Great wrist shot there. That did not hit the net at all. Goes up and over, so that the Wakatipu Wild taking some shots, getting some chances, but not registering them as shots on net.
Patron with the puck now. Patron just makes a little move to chip it forward, and that's broken up by Rout. Rout with the puck now. She'll send it all the way around to her defensive partner in Aveni, but that will get broken up, and now Murray with the puck. Murray in the corner, and she'll send it up the point. Rout trying to get it out, but unable to do so as Weeks sends it around. Picked up by Patron. Patron with the puck now. She tries to cut to the middle, but is unable to do so. It's a little bit scrambly as Lalani now sends it around to Patron. Patron looking for the centering pass, but broken up well by Bennett, who read that nicely. Now send up to Thorne. Thorne pushes it over to Hefford. Hefford with the puck looking for cross ice to Shields, but picked up again by Bennett. Lalani with the puck now, and she'll kick it forward to Tuncliffe, who will look for Hefford, but unable to find her. As really back and forth game here, Ian.
Yeah, at the moment, a lot of neutral zone time, a bit of passes that aren't quite connecting for both teams, but they're very scrappy, like very onto it, like they're fighting hard for the puck, which is great to see.
Weeks with it now. She tries to send it up to Burstein, but that gets picked off by Richmond. Finds its way to Hefford. Hefford with the puck now as she's harassed by Weeks. Tries to get it deep and is able to do so as Hollier picks up that puck. Hollier now sends it forward, and that will find its way to Richmond. And that will be whacked at by Hefford, who was in the Wakatipu Wild zone, failed to exit. So that will be a offsides, and we'll get a face-off outside the Wakatipu Wild zone.
Yeah, there you have it. We're down to the 5-minute 38 mark of the first period. A lot of hockey to be played, but it was a 1-0 scoreline as we carry on in this first period at hockey.
Hansen looking for a centering pass in Mulari. Mulari tries to drag it forward to get a better angle shot, but is unable to do so. Finds its way to Richmond. Richmond does well to keep it in, but she's got a little flat-footed as Nelson now streaks down the line. Nelson tries to stop up, but Richmond briefly gets it away from her, and now Richmond will come away with the puck. And Holmquist will pass it up to Nelson. Nelson will just chip it back down to Chalice, but Chalice and Richmond fight for the puck. Now Harold will come away with it. Harold sends it up to Mulari, who will stop up, and good pinch there from Nelson, but Mulari able to get it out to Hansen, who will push it forward to Horner Pascoe. Almost makes a great toe drag move around Helmerson, but unable to get it all the way through as Hollier will just muscle Hansen off the puck. That finds its way up to Weeks.
Very good back check by the Steel, intercepting that 2-on-1, making it a 4-on-2, actually. Really good defense from the Steel there.
Yeah, great defensive effort from the Steel at the moment, and just through this whole first period, which is making all the difference. As Rout with the puck now. She'll send it up the boards, looking for someone, but Shields will come away with it. Shields now just buying time, looking for her option. She'll send it up to Thorne. who'll push it forward to Murray. And they'll battle for it. Murray comes away with the puck and finds his way back down to Jones, who sends it to Hivgeti. Hivgeti up to Shields, but that bouncing puck goes over her stick as Ume just dumps it in, and the Wakatipu Wild will go for a change with Jones with the puck now. Jones up to Thorne, but unable to corral it. And Burstein will come in. Burstein behind the net. She looks for a centering pass and broken up there by the steal, but Burstein still with it. She'll send it around the back to Ume. Ume with the puck now. She'll send it up to the point to Orr. Orr down to Burstein. Burstein tries to make a pass on it, but that gets broken up by Jones, who will send it all the way down the ice, and that will be an icing.
Yeah, the very first icing call and charge against the Auckland Steel, so they've been withstanding all that pressure, but that Wakatipu Wild line with Weeks, Wime, or however you say her surname, and Bernstein, they've been really pressing, showing a lot of good offensive zone time for the Wild.
Yeah, definitely. They've been one of their stronger lines, and at times looked like their top line actually out there. As Hollier will take a fall, but it looks like no call on the play. Jones looking for Murray, who will find it. Murray now with the puck. She's streaking down, and she'll look for a centering pass, and that will be kicked out by Wickman, and just unable to get there is Shields for the rebound. Murray and Helmerson will fight for it now, and that puck is just whacked at by Burstein. Richmond with the puck now, and she'll just lose it, and now we have Mills. Mills and Lalonde fight for it, but the Steel come away with it. And looks like both teams are going for changes, and they don't really know where the puck. Yeah, they don't really know where the puck is, as both teams are kind of more concerned with changing and not getting too many players on the ice penalty.
Yeah, because it's kind of close to the end of the first period, 2 minutes 28. You don't want to risk getting that penalty, but they seem very fixated on their line changes no matter what's happening. So hopefully they straighten that out for the coming periods.
And that puck sent down by the Wild. Patron will find the puck. Patron pushes it up to Hefford. Hefford with the puck now. She'll send it back to Patron, but that's picked off nicely by the Wild. And big collision there. Patron will come away with it. Patron off the glass. Tries to get it to Hefford, who tries to get it out and does, but picked off by Nelson. Nelson with the puck now, looking to break into the Steel zone. Nelson with a chip pass, but broken up nicely by Tuncliffe. Tuncliffe with the puck now. Tuncliffe pushing it forward and tries to push it into the Wild zone and does, but unable to maintain possession as Chalice will come away with it. Chalice up to Holmquist. Holmquist just chips it forward to Nelson. And a one-on-one with Nelson and Patron now. The great matchup. Nelson tries to drag it through Patron, but Patron having none of that.
There was a good shot there by Chalice, so Pulse made a nice toe save.
Broken up by Pied. Pied to Patron. And Patron just looking for her options, and she'll get it deep, as that's picked up by Hollier. Helmerson, sorry.
It looks like they're going to be a penalty here as Hansen goes down.
And
Pedrosa maybe,
and
number 48.
We'll see Pulse go to the bench as we get a 6-on-5.
An extra attacker here as the delayed penalty. Steel put another player onto the ice.
Horner Pascoe with the puck now. She just tries to buy time. Sends it across to Mulari. Mulari with the puck now makes a nice move. Sends it forward to Harold. Mulari and Harold just play pass, just kill time off of it with the advantage, but it looks like
it will be touched up.
It will be touched up by Ume, and we will get a penalty for the last 30 seconds of the first period.
It was quite an effective play by the Wild. Even though they knew they were getting a penalty against them, they did send 2 attacking players to keep the Steel in their zone, preventing them from moving it up forward on a disadvantage. So that's actually really well played. So you can tell that they have an emphasis on playing defense, which is why this game is pretty close, 1-0.
Yeah, great observation there, and for sure the pressing of the Wild preventing the Steel from gaining an offensive advantage there, as that's kicked out by Wickman. Mulari with the puck now. Mulari up to Jones. Jones back to Mulari. Mulari back to Jones, and Jones sends it back to Mulari. A battle in front there with Thorne Patron with a hard one-timer, but just missed there as Thorne was screening Wickman. Jones with the puck now, up to Mulare, 3 seconds left, drops it off to Horner-Pasco. Looks like they'll maybe get a shot, and that's broken up by Collier as we will finish this period with a 1-0 Steel lead.
Yeah, with a penalty to the Wild, so they still got a minute 30. They basically have had more than a minute on a person advantage, to be fair, with that delay in the penalty at the end of the first period. But yeah, after that first 30 seconds of the game, you thought, okay, this is going to be a very high-scoring contest, Sam, but the Wild have really kind of shut the door a bit with defensive play and their strong commitment to defense, team defense, and that's actually leading to them getting some offensive chances, which has been great to see, but they've been missing the net a little bit, and Pulse has been there when she's been tested.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for sure, if you saw that first 30 seconds, you would have thought this would have been a completely different game than the last, 2 minutes of it. And yeah, the Wild just really regrouping, and I mean, they're a group of veteran players. They understand what it takes to win and what it takes to bounce back, and they showed that throughout that first period. So leading from defense onwards, and really I was really impressed with the Wild and their ability to trap the puck into the Steel zone and really play hard against the boards and not really play that fancy game in the middle, but really get down and grind it out for some serious possession time.
Yeah, they are a physical team. They must be quite used to playing in that smaller rink down in Queenstown in Central Otago. Beautiful spot. But again, we shall see how that will stack up for them coming into period number 2. They'll have about 15 minutes or so as we resurface the ice, and we'll take a short break, team. So we'll be back to deliver some NZWIHL women's ice hockey action to your viewing pleasure. Period number 2 coming up soon. Kia ora whanau, welcome back to Avondale Paradise, as it's also known here in Aotearoa, the beautiful long white cloud, land of the long white cloud. Alongside Sam Nemerov, I'm Ian Wanamaker. We are bringing you this live stream ice hockey action, and it's been exciting, even though the scoreline doesn't indicate like the excitement that you get to feel in person. It's a 1-0 scoreline. There was a goal scored equal straight at the 34-second, 24-second mark of the first period. And it's been a good defensive battle ever since.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like you said, Ian, don't let the score fool you. I mean, this game's been back and forth, and both teams have had great scoring opportunities, and it's just really been a case of, the goaltenders keeping both teams in it, and great defensive pressure by both teams. And we did have that really early goal on from Alex Hefford, but since then, it's been really a stalemate between both teams, and I'm sure that, the fans are really excited for period two. We're excited for period two. Hope you guys are excited for period two. So
absolutely,
we'll be bringing that to you shortly.
Yeah, it just shows how close these women's teams are. And I think these two teams in particular, they've got that North Island, South Island rivalry going. Adds the fuel to the flame there with the battle. And they're both really well-coached, good teams, like solid top to bottom. And they've got good goaltending. And we've had it was a 5-on-5 goal. It was a puck intercept, unassisted goal as well. So it wasn't like a super duper passing play that led to the goal, but it was just be in the right place, right time, early giveaway in the game, and that really is the difference thus far. So we shall see. There's another minute 30 seconds left of the Wakatipu Wild penalty to number 48. That's Manuela Pedroza. So Manuela's in the box. Hopefully they kill it off. We'll see. They've got a really impressive penalty kill.
Yeah, and it looks like we'll see the first power play unit here with Horner Pascoe, Mulari, Thorne, and Patron and Jones on defense. So that's won by Horner Pascoe. Sends it up to Patron. Patron bringing it into the zone. She'll stop up, looking for her options. She'll send it down to Mulari. Now to Horner Pascoe. Horner Pascoe with it now behind the Wakatipu Wild net. She'll send it up to Jones. Jones looking for her option. Send it to Patron, and a great one-timer and an even better save by Wishman.
Wishman, that's right. We had double-checked. I asked her dad, who's in attendance tonight, wearing a Wakatipu Wild shirt, which is a little bit unusual because I think he's originally from up around this area. And he told me, blame the Germans. I'm like, what? Why would you say that? And he's like, no, it's just how you pronounce it. Wishman.
And Nelson will win that puck, and she'll get it to Hollier, who will send it all the way down the ice. Pulse comes out of her net to stop that up, and Jones will get it, but she's harassed by Holmquist. Jones up to Patron. Patron with it now. She'll just circle back and now begin to bring it up the ice. She chips it forward to Horner Pascoe, who knocks it down. Pascoe with the puck now. She'll send it back to Jones. Jones looking for Patron. She'll find her and loses it to Hollier. Now gets it back is Patron. She'll send it up to Mulari, who's on the blue line waiting for it. That goes to Patron. Patron stops up. She's looking for her option. Send it to Jones. Back to Horner Pascoe. Horner Pascoe with it now in the corner. She'll send it back to Mulari. Mulari sends it up the boards to Jones, who handles it well, then sends it back down to Mulari. So the Steel just biding time looking for their options. She'll send it to Wishman, who will send it to Horner Pascoe, and a goal.
One-time shot. Great setup.
Great one-timer there in the slot from what looked like Horner Pascoe.
Yeah, Jones sends it over to the defenseman, who passes it into the middle. What a setup into that bumper position there as Horner Pascoe waits for it. And that pass over one-times it out of the reach of Wishman, and that's in the net for a power play goal here, 2-0 to the Auckland Steel.
Yeah, and it looked like the Steel were really trying to set that up the whole time, working it around the perimeter, looking for that person in the slot to get a quick one-timer, and, they managed to find that with Horner Pascoe and turn this game into a 2-0 game.
They must be just double-checking who actually got the assist on the play there as the officials double-check with the score bench officials. Plays back underway.
And Shields and Weeks will take the draw. One by Shields, who will send it to Murray. Murray with the puck now, looking to get it up to Shields, but just fans on it and picked up by Mills. Mills with the puck now. She'll try and get that puck in, and it looks like it bounces out of play, and we'll get a face-off.
Yeah, a little bit. Again, there was tight quarters to work with at that blue line, and the referee, sorry, the lines person saw that there was an offside, so we have a stoppage and a restart.
That puck won by the Wild to Mills, who will send it back to Rout. Rout with the puck now, trying to find Weeks. Rout now back to Weeks. Weeks with the puck now. She'll send it across the ice. Getty with the puck now. She'll send it forward and then chipped up to Shields from Murray. Shields with the puck now. She tries to drop it off, but no one there, and that's picked up by Mills. Getty whiffs on it, but Harold there to send it up to Shields, who will get it deep, and the steal will go for a change as Rout will pick that puck up, and she'll send it off the boards to Burstein, who will push it forward, and that's found by Harold, who sends it into the Wakatipu Wild zone. And a good poke check by Heifer now as she tries to stop it. And
tripped up massively there by Rout, and that will be a penalty, Sam. The referee does put the arm up, and as you possibly see on our replay here, brought to you by The Rock. Steal the puck, come in, cut back to the middle, and get that feet taken out. Both players actually, not just one. 2 for the price of 1 on that penalty. Unfortunately, that will result in the penalty going to, looks like Weeks, number 6.
Yeah, Weeks will sit for tripping, and we'll get another look at the Auckland Steel power play, as that's won by Patron, who will get a shot off on her knees. Now to Jones. Jones with the puck. She finds Mulari on the back post, and looks like Wishman was able to get a save there. And
another good save off the blocker.
Yeah, great slap shot there by Patron. As Horner Pascoe with the puck now. She just works it along the boards. Up to Mulari. Mulari back to Patron. Patron with another one-time slap shot. So Patron wasting no time with the puck.
She's the trigger one. She's the shooter for this power play.
Horner Pascoe with the puck now. She'll maintain possession and send it up to Jones. Jones looking for her options. And a goal!
Possibly tipped in front, but another goal to the steal.
Deflection in front from Thorne. Off the shot from Jones.
The Steel take a 3-0 lead, cashing in on the power play. Jones with the shot from the point. Looks like Thorne might have got a backhand to it.
Yeah, it looked like a deflection there from Thorne, and another classic power play from the Steel, just working it around the corners, working it around the boards, not being too anxious with it, not being too jumpy, and just finding the person in the slot and making a great play on it, resulting in a goal. As that puck's won by Burstein. Bernstein with the puck shot now, and that's picked up by Pulse. Now picked up by Tuncliffe. Tuncliffe tries to find Richmond, but unable to do so, but then chips it in, and Richmond with the puck now, as she's given chase by Helmerson. And a 2-on-1 here developing for the Wild. Weeks with the puck there, but a good job by Getty to break that up, as Helmerson just unable to keep that in the Steel zone. She'll regroup with it. Sent to Hollier. Hollier sends that puck up to Burstein. Down to Hivgeti. Hivgeti tries to send it around the wall. Picked up by Hefford. Hefford up to Tuncliffe, but just in front of her. Now Hollier will retrieve the puck in the Wild zone. Hollier and Richmond now fight for it. Picked up by Hansen. Hansen with the puck now. She'll take a shot, and deflected by Helmerson. Nelson will find the puck now. She'll send it up to Holmquist, but muscled off the puck well there by Jones, as Pide will come away with it. Pide now tries to get it out, but kept in nicely by Nelson there. She'll send it around the back of the net for Holmquist. Now Jones will just flip it out of the Steel zone. And we'll send it back down to Rout. Rout up to Nelson. Nelson tries to make a move, but poked away nicely by Pide there. Rout does well to keep it in the Wild zone. Nelson with the puck now, and a great save by Pulse, as Nelson was walking in looking for the space under the glove there by Pulse.
Yeah, some really good response here by the Wild after the Steel goal. They've had a lot of good pushback after each goal, so they have, again, a lot of fight, and Nelson really mounting that charge, taking it to the Steel. with really long reach and taking advantage of that reach to get a good shot away onto Pulse.
Quick shot there by Pedrosa off the face-off win. And Patron will come away with the puck now. Patron sends it cross ice to Thorne, but unable to handle that. Pedrosa will find it and just chip it back in. As Patron will find the puck again. Patron tries to chip it out, but kept in nicely by a pinching Wild player. Pedrosa with the puck now. Pedrosa looking for her option, centering pass.
Couple of shots there, and Pulse made another save too on the rebound attempt, which was fantastic to see as the Wild follow up with some good pressure here and good shots, good saves as well, and they're really keeping the Steel hemmed in their own zone. So fantastic, excellent play here as they push back.
Face-off won by the Steel. As Hollier will come away with it. Hollier looking for a shot there, but Thorne able to get her stick there and prevent a clean shooting opportunity for Hollier. Hollier with the puck now behind the Steel zone. She still has possession of it, but she'll fight with Murray for it and just shoves Murray down. And then Patron comes in and gives her a little answer to that. Patron with the puck now. She'll send it all the way up, and a nice pass to Murray. Murray with the puck now tries to send her it, but no one there. Falls down, and now Shields with the puck. Shields trying to center it to Murray.
Murray was open.
Yeah, Murray looking all alone there on the back door, but unable to get it to her is Shields. Richmond will find the puck now, and she'll get it up to Hivgeti. Hivgeti just takes a shot, but it hits off the side of the net. Burstein with the puck now. Burstein tries to chip it out and does. And sent in
off the crossbar. Oh, what a save. As Richmond battles in front, lines people come in. Oh, and another massive hit in front as Hefford sends her person down. No penalty. Wow, this is heating up for sure at the break here in West Auckland, Avondale. What a save by Wishman. We'll see it here again as the Wild try to clear the zone off the glass. Kept in at the line. Puck goes towards the net. Picked up by the Wild player. Oh, off the crossbar. And then reached down in behind was Wishman holding on. And there was a little bit of argy-bargy, a little bit of extra action after the whistle. And rightfully so, Hefford, number 17 for the Steel, will sit down for 2 minutes. Penalized for a after the play shove, hit, push. I'm not sure what you want to call it, Sam, but it was unnecessary. And that is why she will be sitting down for 2 minutes or less. And the Wild go to work first time on the power play.
Yeah, and it'll be really interesting to see the Wild power play here. 100% power play, or was that the penalty kill?
That was the PK, yeah. Now they were sitting on 80, about 80 some odd percent, right. I think it was, 85, 86.
So great power play unit for the Wild. As Chalice now with the puck on the point. Chalice down to Nelson. Nelson looking for her options. We'll send it down behind the net to Weeks. Send it forward. Hollier with the puck now. Hollier takes a shot. Blocked in front. And Tuncliffe will send it forward. And Chalice will pick it up, and she'll retreat back behind her net to start it back up. Chalice with the puck now. Sends it up to Holmquist. Holmquist
good move.
Makes a move.
Oh, that's
and
in.
A goal by Holmquist as she beats Zadia Pulse glove side.
The Steel are on the board. 3 goals to 1 here. Good individual effort. Nice stick handling move. Gets a hard wrist shot off of the catching glove of Pulse right in the spot where it's not in the mitt, not in that T section where it hits off of that, and then it went over, had enough shot power on it to go through it into the net. So the Wild on the board here. 3-1.
And face-off won by the Wild as Burstein will break in on the left-hand side and muscled off by Jones. Jones and Burstein will battle for the puck.
Definitely the intensity is picked up quite a bit in this second period.
Absolutely. Both teams, can really dial it up, and both teams can play physical, and I think we'll see more of that as the game progresses. Lalonde with the puck now. Lalonde finds Hansen, and Horner Pascoe with the puck now. And
that's offside. Yeah. Horner Pascoe did a massive move at the blue line. Some of the silkiest mitts I've ever seen, male or female player, which is fantastic. Oh, we get a replay of the goal here. Nice hard shot. Oh, it does go right off that inside part of the glove. It's that bit that really sticks out, that's thicker than the catching that otherwise that would have went right into the glove and Pulse would have had it. But on that last play, Hornapasco cut into the blue line and Malari was already over the zone, so we had an offside call.
Shields wins that, sends it back to Harold, who sends it in. Now picked up by Rout. Rout sends it forward. And Richmond unable to find it. Now Holmquist coming back in. Holmquist, the sole goal scorer. Centering pass broken up by Harold there. Now Nelson with the puck. Now Nelson just harassed by Thorne. Nelson tries to center it. Bouncing puck there, grabbed out of the air by Shields. Shields now behind her own net. Sends it up to Thorne. Thorne with the puck now, and she'll manage to chip it out of the Steel zone. Richmond there just muscles it out and then finds Shields. Shields with the puck now. Sends it up to Thorne. Centering attempt there, but goes off the skate of Shields. And now Nelson will bring it up for the Wild. Nelson tries to drag it through Patron's legs, but we'll get a offside call there.
Yeah, it looked like Pedrosa, 48 for the Wakatipu Wild, was a bit over anxious, getting over the line a little too early. So they will bring that face-off outside of the Steel zone. In that little red dot section, you may or may not be able to see. The paint is not super rich underneath this ice here at Avondale. They might need a new lick of paint at some point in time.
Yeah, definitely wouldn't hurt. Hollier will come away with the puck now. Hollier tries to get it out of the zone, but kicked in by Hefford. Hollier with the puck now behind the Wild net. She'll just bang it off the boards up to Patron. Patron will try and chip it forward, but Weeks does well. Or Ume, sorry, does well to prevent that from getting all the way out. Ume now with the puck, and she'll just send it deep. And that will be picked up by Patron. She'll send it all the way down, but picked up by Hollier. Now Patron with it. Centering pass to Richmond, who just gets a light touch on it and gets it into the corner there. Richmond now behind the Wakatipu Wild zone. She'll try and center it on her backhand, but falls down, and now Pedrosa will pick up the puck.
I like how you said falls down.
Falls down with some assistance.
With some,
from the
yeah,
stick.
yeah. I was gonna say there was a little bit of a ghost push, maybe. Well, not ghost push. It was definitely like the other team had a hand in it. That's for sure. As we get another stoppage here, Auckland Steel, they've got 3 goals. The Wakatipu Wild's 1. Shots are 19 for the Steel to the 11 for the Wild. I think they actually have had a few more chances than what's been registered in this period. A couple of power play goals so far in this second. We're almost halfway through the second period.
And yeah, dangerous little chip play back, and a streaking Mills almost had a breakaway there as the Steel scrambly sort of send it down the length of the ice for an icing. It's always hard, Ian, on those ones after you win a face-off and you want to chip it back to your defensive partner, but if the wing on the other team is, pushing forward really quickly, it can almost be worse,
A bit risky, yeah. If you make that pass and it gets picked off, they're going for a breakaway for sure. So high risk. Sometimes the conservative play is much better.
Evgeny chips it off the boards there and just manages to get it out. Jones picks up the puck now, and it looks like an offside.
That's an unusual call there, to be honest, Sam, because the Steel had control of the puck, and for it to be an offside, I guess it was delayed, yes, but the Wild didn't touch it. So I don't know if the linesperson decided I'm going to count to about 5 and then make a call.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of an unorthodox call there, but we'll play on here with Hornapasco streaking into the Wild zone. She tries to drop it off to Mulari and does. Mulari down to Hornapasco.
Oh, what a play. Deflected back to the net, and Wishman makes a save as she did not know where that was. That was underneath her. What a save. Hornapasco, look at the hands here. Coming in along the blue line, making a nice drop pass to Mulari. Mulari gives it right back, and it's feathered towards the net under the pad. It looked like it might have gone in behind Wishman, but no. That puck is stopped.
Yeah, and she did really well to deflect it into the net from a really tough angle. That puck one down, but now pushed forward to the Wild. Chalice with the puck now. She'll just bat it in. Puck goes to Harold, who will flip it forward, but picked off by Chalice. Now back down to Harold, who gets it out. Holmquist with the puck now, and she'll just send it down the ice into the corner. Richmond will pick that puck up behind the steal zone. Richmond with the puck now. She's gaining some speed up to Murray. Murray with the puck now. She makes a little move around Chalice. Holmquist with it now. Holmquist tries to turn and picked up by Shields. Shields just poked off her stick by Avenyi. Holmquist with the puck now, and she'll just get it in and go for a change.
Again, the Wild really good at pressuring the puck carrier right away. We see there's a nice break here as Richmond gets caught in behind. Oh, and goes down. Kind of like a reverse suplex. Again, you never know what you're going to see in this game.
And
a little bit of extra there, too. The ref does blow the whistle, but no particular reason indicated. There's no hand up.
It looked like it was maybe something behind the play there with Hollier and Richmond.
So this is the play here I'm talking about. It was like a pull. It was almost like a hair pull, like a hand behind the head and dragged to the floor or the ice.
And then it looks like Richmond gets her hand on the glove and stick of
gets,
Hollier.
they run into each other.
Gives that a toss.
And then another like collision, we'll call it, because there's been a few inadvertent collisions in this evening's game. Like it's been a lot more action physically in this second period. The first period, a bit of like maybe that feeling out process.
Yeah.
Figuring out what the team's going to do, how you're going to play. And to the credit of the Wild, like they got scored on real early, and now they've been pushing it back very steadily throughout this game. And it's 8 minutes 44 in the second, so we're going to see what gets called here, if anything.
Yeah, I think the ref's just deliberating, trying to figure out really what happened, talking to the captains there. It was a little bit of an unorthodox play where it looked like Richmond got taken down and then on her way down, maybe intentionally or maybe unintentionally, kind of reached out and grabbed Hollier's glove and stick and then threw that into the corner. And
yeah.
Hollier obviously didn't like that, gave her a shove, so.
Unsportsperson-like conduct.
Yeah.
I must admit, with our commentary, when you call penalties, because there are some calls in the game, in the rule book, that still say, like, defensemen or unsportsmanlike. Do we change that for women? Like, I just want to be accurate and polite here,
gender-neutral terms.
No, like, the term, it's just so old and embedded within the, there's a cross-checking indication penalty here from the referee, so there is going to be a penalty, but it looks like there are two players in the penalty box, one from the Wild, one from the Steel. So that's Lalonde for the Steel and Hollier for the Wild.
Yeah, and interesting to see Lalonde sitting in the box there when it was Richmond and Hollier who had that altercation. So maybe something even behind that play, or maybe we'll get some clarification from our team shortly. But that puck sent down and icing there, as I think maybe the Wild forgot that there was no power play.
No, it's still 5-on-5, even though there are two players in the penalty box. So an advantage, I guess, to the Steel as they get an offensive zone faceoff.
Puck won there briefly by the Wild, but sent in deep to Richmond. Richmond with the puck now, and she's muscled by Orr, but still maintains possession of it. Sent to Hefford. Hefford looking for a centering pass to Tunnicliffe, but that's broken up. Now Helmerson comes away with it and gets it deep, and Hivgeti will pick the puck up. Hivgeti, nice little fake there, and then sends it up to Mulari, who can't quite handle it. Tries to chip it in to Richmond, but picked off. Now Chalice with it. Chalice will send it to Nelson. Nelson with the puck now. Nelson will get a quick shot on, and a good save by Pulse there, as Nelson was looking glove side, lower glove side again.
Yeah, Nelson being a left-hand shot coming down that left side sometimes can be challenging for a goaltender just on the angle of release, depending on if the player tries to pull it in towards the net or not. And that was probably one of the better saves from Pulse so far in this game. Who's tested again right away with a good blocker save there. Good positional play to direct that puck into the corner so there was no immediate rebound.
Yeah, great save on Mills there. He just got a quick shot away from the right point. That sent forward. And now Mills with the puck there, broken up by Mulari. Finds his way to Hansen. Hansen with the puck now. She tries to center it to Mulari, but that's broken up. And Wishman now sends it to Rout, who sends it all the way along the boards out to Mills. Mills finds Burstein. Burstein will go one-on-one with Richmond. Bernstein pulls up looking for her option, tries to center it, but broken up well by Richmond. But Bernstein will come away with the puck now. Bernstein looking to center it, but to Aveni, but unable to do so. But Aveni will come up and try and get it over to Mills. Richmond with the puck now, sends it to Mulari. But that's broken up by Weeks. Weeks with the puck now. She'll streak in, and a poke check there by Harold sends that behind the steal zone. But Weeks still with the puck now. Sends up to Orr, who will send it all the way around the net to Burstein. Burstein will send it deep to Mills, up to Helmerson. Helmerson with the shot, and blocked well by Mulari there. And Mulari will get it out of the zone. And we'll just chip it forward to Pasco, but that's done well by Helmerson to stop that up. Helmerson with the puck now. Helmerson around, power move around the net, and puck sitting there dangerously for a second as that's cleared by Harold, but a dangerous play and a good power move by Helmerson there to drag that in front of the steel net. Yeah, and definitely the Wild mounting some offensive pressure here as that's chipped down into the corner there. And a hard shot, and that's covered by Pulse.
Yeah, very wise to cover it up. Pulse, as both players, Lalonde and Hollier, will go back on the ice. They're out of the box. Yeah, as you see here, the Wild drive wide. What a move here. Driving in with that power move, as you refer it, taking on 3 players. The puck's still loose in front, but cleared again from the steal from that area. Again, the Wild not giving up here. It's good to see a 3-1 hockey game. 6 minutes left in this second period.
Absolutely. Aveni with the puck now. Aveni tries to get it through, but that's broken up. And now Shields will come away with a possible 2-on-1 developing. Shields will just pull up there in the corner and centering pass there, trying to find Thorne, but that's broken up. Now Jones with the puck now. Jones behind the Wild zone, and she'll just work it along the boards. Tries to pull it forward, but that's broken up. And now she'll race all the way back and grab it.
Getting her own deflected puck back. That's good speed by Jones to recover all that way.
Yeah, and she's a great skater. Great stride and able to maintain that speed well. That's sent behind the net there and picked up by Pied. Pied will try and send it to the wing, but no one there, so that's kept in by Hollier. And Hollier will get it deep. And real scrambly play here at the moment as Jones will come away with it, and she'll try to get it up, but that's kept in again by Hollier, so the Steel's really struggling to get it out of their own zone.
Yeah, they keep sending it up the wall, and that's not really working for them. It's pinched off, so they'll have to have it brought out of the zone to carry it as they did there, but still, Wild do well to get it back.
Yeah, and now Holmquist with the puck now, and that's poke checked away by Jones, who will get sent falling down to the ice. Kind of an awkward fall there. She's kind of slow to get up. Hefford with the puck now. Hefford loses that to Nelson. Nelson will steal that puck off of Pied. Nelson with puck now tries to go into the front.
Oh,
and a great
what a play. Crashing
save
into the net. Wow, what a stop too.
Yeah, great save by Pulse there. Probably one of her better ones of the night. It was a really dangerous play there by Nelson.
Yeah, because the Wild player went straight into Pulse, even skates first, so that was not ideal in terms of if you're a goaltender getting skates right at you. Here you see it on the Rock replay. Great hustle there as the Wakatipu player comes in hard. Nice dangle, passes in front. Look at this save as well. Oh, it's from the back. They get hit into the goaltender.
And a quick shot there off the face-off by Mills, as that will come to Burstein. Mills with the puck now, trying to center it, but picked off by Hefford. Hefford with the puck now.
Oh, an offside call as Tunnicliffe just over the line as her line mate there. I think that's Hefford just went ahead of the play.
Yeah, maybe a little too eager to get to that far post. And we'll get a face-off outside the Wild zone. Ume with the win there, sends it back to Helmerson. But that's stolen by Hansen. Now Bennett will fight for it, sends it up to Ume. Ume with the puck now, tries to drag it between the legs of Lalonde, but that's won by Patron now up to Mulari. Mulari with the puck now. And a good back check by Pedrosa there as she strips the puck from Mulari.
Yeah, she wasn't skating as quick as she possibly could have there and got it taken away. Coming the other way, Pedrosa off the side post. The puck is right in front of the net, and Pulse will put the catching glove on it to stop play. As the Wild have been storming back here, they have almost equaled the shot total of the Steel. They are sitting on 20 shots. They have been the more dominant team in the second half of this second period, for sure. Not being rewarded, though, as Pulse has been there to stop all of the shots through.
Rout with the shot there, and that's blocked by Horner Pascoe. Now Holmquist will come away with the puck. Holmquist just surveying her options. She'll drop it back to Nelson. Nelson tries to drag it through the middle, but that's picked off by Horner Pascoe. Now Chalice and Patron will fight for it. Patron will come away with it. Now she'll send it back up the wall, but kept in nicely by the Wild, by Nelson. As Hansen's able to chip it forward and just out of the reach of Horner Pascoe, who is looking to go one-on-one with Rout. Now Horner Pascoe with it. She'll make a move around Chalice.
Good stick handling maneuvers here, going through everyone. Unfortunately, that fall by the defender just managed to get the puck to Nelson.
Nelson now, 1-on-3. She'll send it up to Pulse. And Pulse will make the save there.
Again, another stop when needed and called upon. That equals the shot total at 21. So it is interesting to see here. This is where line combinations and matchups get really important, Sam. And you'll see a lot, as you mentioned, that Patron defensive pairing going up against the likes of the Nelson line or the Burstein group that is out on the ice.
Yeah, definitely. And some lines are definitely looking to apply more pressure than others. And that Burstein line, that Nelson line, they're going to be a really dangerous combination and something that, yeah, the coaches of the Steel will have to counter with. As that's picked up by Weeks. Weeks loses to Thorne. Murray will come away with it. Murray with the puck now. She'll just try and send it up the boards and actually find Shields. Shields with the puck now. Shields muscles her way behind the net for the Steel and dumps it down behind the net, but unable to find Murray. And that puck will go up to Burstein. Burstein with the puck there, and she'll just flip it forward, and now Mills will come away with it. Mills just dumps it deep for Weeks, who's skating onto it. Weeks puts it forward, but that's broken up by Richmond. Will then clear it. Weeks with the puck now, and just off the crossbar. A great shot by Weeks, just a couple inches off.
Well, yeah, absolutely. As we're down to almost a minute 11 seconds on the score clock here on Avondale, but it might be a minute 9 on ours, so we might be a couple of seconds ahead. Some good action here. So up the Wahine. What a great call there in the chat. That's fantastic. Up the Wahine. Let's go.
Nelson with the puck now. Nelson will just push that forward into the Steel zone. Nelson still with it. She'll stop up. Sends it off to Orr. Orr will just get it deep, but Chalice unable to corral that. That will go into the corner, and Hefford and Nelson will fight for it. Steel come away with it, with Hevgeti trying to chip it forward. Now Nelson with it. Nelson with a shot, and that just goes wide as Holmquist will pick up that rebound. Holmquist and Jones will fight for it with 30 seconds left on the clock here in the second period. Sends it all the way up to Helmerson. Helmerson with the puck now behind the zone. Tries for the wraparound, and a great job by Pulse to get over there and block that off. Tuncliffe with the puck now, and she'll try and get it out, but unable to do so. Hefford with the puck now. Hefford just sends it the length of the ice, and that will go all the way down the ice for icing.
Yeah, so understanding that there's a lot of pressure, and rightfully so, they send the puck down to Steel, and 2.7 seconds left as the Wild here. Look at this wraparound attempt. Post to post, Pulse goes across, doing the splits, and makes a fantastic save, not only on that, but the rebound too, stopping the Wild once again. And the Steel win that face-off, and they do manage to send it all the way down. And we will have we are going to have an interview here. So there we go. Ricky Lee's coming up for an interview. I'm going to step out of the way. Okay, no, I'm going to be doing the interview. That's fantastic. Or is Sam doing it? Okay, no worries. Sam, you do it, Sam. You're all good, brother.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. All right, hold on. I'll get up there.
Pop those on top.
Kia ora, everyone. We're joined here by Auckland Steel player Ricky Lee. Ricky, what do you think of the game so far?
Hello. It's really good. It's getting exciting. It's definitely good to. I've never been in this position where I'm watching the team, so it's been really, really good, and definitely a lot of intensity from both sides.
Yeah, what do you think about that early goal from Hefford and then the response from the Wakatipu Wild?
Wow. That was a nice goal from Alex. I think she was a bit surprised, but she did it, and it was awesome. Yeah, I think it also just kick-started the game a little bit in the sense of kind of gave Jordan a bit of a shock, and she was like, right, ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as a former Wakatipu Wild player, what's it like kind of being on the other side with your Auckland Steel jersey supporting the girls from Auckland?
Oh, I'm obviously going to support Auckland Steel always. But it's also, always celebrating the small wins on both teams, no matter who it is. But of course, with the Wild, definitely used to being playing with some of them. Always celebrating all the little achievements and stuff that they do on the ice, all the good moves and everything.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And there's no shortage of that, with the way
No.
both teams are playing.
Yeah.
If you had one bit of advice, maybe for the Steel, they look like the Wild really mounted a comeback there and applied a lot of pressure in the final minutes of the second period. If you had one piece of advice for the Steel, what would you say?
Just full send,
Full send.
Yeah, full send intensity always. They definitely picked up the intensity from the second period, I think both teams. And I guess that was a bit of the conversation in the changing room as well, just picking up that intensity and just taking what's yours.
Yeah, definitely. I think it'll be really interesting to see how both teams come out, and I think we're in for some fireworks for the third period.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much, Ricky, and
Thanks.
Thanks for your insight, and I'm sure we'll see you back on the ice hopefully sooner rather than later.
Yeah, hopefully soon.
Check, 1, 2. And we are back, folks, live. Coming back at you for this NZWIHL action between the Auckland Steel and the Wakatipu Wild. Talk about heating up. That second period certainly brought the energy and the heat for sure. I mean, even in between periods, I've been asked by some of the visiting Queenstown fans, like, hey, what's going on? Like, this is pretty wild seeing commentary. So, yeah, no, it's fantastic to see. So it's such a close game. 3 goals to the Steel, 1 to the Wild, Sam. So almost period number 3 to kick off.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, there's really ramped up there in the second period like we thought. You know, the first period would kind of seem like both teams were sort of, you know, trying to feel each other out a little bit and you know, figure out what the other team's game plan was and all that. But, yeah, second period was, you know, full throttle and, yeah, a lot of physicality, a lot of – you saw a little bit of an altercation in front of the Wakatipu Wild zone. And, yeah, Wild able to put one on the scoreboard there and put up quite a bit of shots. So be interesting to see how that momentum carries through to the third period there for them.
You are not wrong. That is fantastic stuff. And I'm really looking forward to this period, to be fair. And the Wild did manage to get 1 extra shot registered than the Steel. So they showed some of what they're capable of in that second. And they were pushing the envelope and pushing their charge. So, yeah, they look like they're going to start with that Nelson line again, who's been very, very good in this game. With we got Chalice on the right side, and who's on the left?
Looks like we've got Chalice, and she'll probably be paired with Holmquist, I'd imagine, although they might have changed the lines up a little bit.
So yeah, we'll have a look.
As that's won by the Wild down to Hollier, who just kind of loses the puck there on the wet ice and sent back into Richmond. And Wishman will push that up to Hollier. Hollier with the puck now. She tries to find Holmquist. And that gets down to Hefford. Hefford tries to get it up to Tuncliffe, but kind of bounces off her skate. Sent down Patron there. Backhands it up to Richmond, who jostles for the puck with Hollier. Hollier with the puck now. She's got some speed behind her own net, and she pushes it forward, but unable to get possession of it, and will get icing waved off there as Nelson, quick shot there from an awkward angle, but Pulse able to answer to that. Hefford now with the puck. Hefford sends it forward to Malari, who tries to drag it into the middle, but that's broken up by Avenue. Avenue with the puck now. And she'll send it up to Holmquist, who will just get a touch on it and send it down into the Steel zone, where it's retrieved by Hivgeti. Hivgeti with the puck now. And she'll send it up to Hansen, who will stop up, make a nice move at the blue line there, and still maintains possession until she's muscled off by Weeks. Weeks with the puck, but she loses to Malari, who Wild gain it back, as Hivgeti will just kick that to Jones. And Burstein with the puck now. Burstein stops up behind the Steel net, and she'll try to play it to the point, but just unable to get there. And now Mulari with it, and we got a 2-on-1 developing with Mulari. And she'll take a shot, and
even on the rebound.
Yeah, and Hansen there just maybe unable to get everything on it, but Wishman does well to make 2 saves back-to-back there. Now Hansen with the puck, and she'll cycle it down to Horner-Pascoe. And that will go up to Burstein, and Burstein will just chip it out, and that's retrieved by Jones. So a good 2-on-1 opportunity there for the Steel. As Horner-Pascoe with the puck now. She drags it through Mills, still with it, and then she'll just get it deep as she falls to the ice after a couple great moves. Helmrich with it, and then she'll lose it to Murray, who maintains possession for a second. Helmrich sends it down the ice, and that will be an icing.
Yeah, a lot of back and forth here, actually, Sam, and it's been really good to see like both ends of the rink and in the gameplay. But there's been a little bit of extra handling of the puck with the Steel. You notice how they beat one player and then gain the confidence, I think I can beat another player. And then there's another one there that they can't beat. At this level, trying to beat 3 players in a row is not going to work. So they really need to keep it pretty simple. Get around the first person. If you get around the second, awesome, make a play.
Yeah, great analysis there, Ian. And it looks like, I mean, the Wild are such great skaters that they have that person who can aggressively come in and back check and, back their player up if they do get beat. So Steel need to be looking to make quicker plays there. As Pedrosa with the puck, and she'll fire it at the net, but that's blocked by Harold. And then we get Bennett's to throwing a puck there, but that just goes wide. Hollier with the puck, and she'll just chip it down. And an awkward bounce there off Shields. Just narrowly misses going into the Steel net as Hefford will send it down. But Hollier will retrieve that. Hollier now behind her own net. She'll send it up to the point, but no one there except Lalonde, who does well to pinch and keep that puck in. Now Hollier sends it all the way around. Nelson retrieves that. Nelson with the puck now. She'll go inside out on Tuncliffe, but loses the puck as a great back-checking play by Patron. But Nelson will regain possession, and Nelson with the puck now. She sends it to defensive partner in route. Or Avenue, sorry. Fighting with it on the blue line, and it looks like we'll get an offsides call here as play kind of got mixed up a little bit.
Yeah, so 3-1 is the scoreline. In case you have just joined us, we are Ian Wanamaker and Sam Nemerov commentating this live stream action, YouTube, at Paradise Avenue, Tamaki Makoto, Auckland.
Holmquist with it now, tries to go inside out on Patron, and Patron will just play the body on her, but that's retrieved by Weeks now. Weeks tries to send it in front of the net, but that's put out of the zone, cleared out by the Steel.
That's often the risk when you play the body, is that you leave the puck, and the Wild did well to follow up and get the puck there. So you got to be careful when you play the body, as Patron did there.
Now Holmquist with it. Holmquist harassed by Richmond, but Holmquist maintaining possession, and then she'll fall to the ice as Hefford will Hevgeti will send it around to Hefford. Hefford with Mulari now. Hefford does well to cut through the Wild players as she'll send it cross ice where it's retrieved by Jones. Jones with the puck now. Jones behind the Wild net, and she'll maintain possession. Circling, looking for an option. Tries to send a hard pass to Horner Pascoe, but unable to maintain possession of it. Tries to go between Holmquist's legs, but Holmquist will just get it deep, and the Wild will go for a change. Now Hansen with the puck. Hansen will lose it up to Helmerson, who will send it to Weeks. Weeks to Mills. Mills tries to drop past to Helmerson, but gets caught a little bit behind, so she's forced to dump it in. And that goes all the way around now. A pinching Orr will keep it in, but that's retrieved by Jones. Hevgeti with the puck now. Hevgeti sends it up to Mulari. Mulari sends it across to Hansen. Hansen, 1-on-2 now, tries to get a shot, but blocked by Orr. As Hansen and Horner Pascoe will battle for it in the corner, but that's sent across the ice. No one home there. Handled well by Harold there, who will send it up to Murray. Down to Mulari. Mulari up to Harold, back to Mulari, who loses it. Now to Mills. Mills with the puck now. Mills cutting to the center, but loses it, and Murray will retrieve that. Murray up the boards. And she'll battle with it to Horner Pascoe, who tries to find Mulari, but a little bit of an awkward pass for her to handle, and Hollier will come away with it. Now Hollier up to Pedrosa, but she loses it to Murray. Murray tries to find Shields, and a great pass there, and a good move by Shields, and she's on alone, and she takes a shot, and a great save by Wishman.
Yeah, when called upon, Wishman's been there to answer. What a great save as Shields gets in. Makes a great move there. Testing Wishman once again. Wearing number 25. It's an unusual number, but she likes having that number so she can trade shirts with her dad. And an ironic thing, she can't wear glasses in net, so she's got very little depth perception. Interesting facts.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be hurting her at all.
No, she's doing great.
She's, made a couple really key saves to keep her team in it. Now Shields with the backhand centering attempt. Misses. Holmquist with it now. Holmquist sends it down the length of the ice, and Patron and Nelson will give chase. Patron beats out Nelson for it. Patron with the puck now. She's harassed, and she tries to get it up the center, but picked off by Rout. Rout with the puck now, and she'll retreat behind her own zone, looking for her defensive partner in Avenue. Avenu just chips it forward up to Chalice, but she loses it. But now Nelson retrieves it briefly. And now Patron with the puck. Now Patron just chips it forward up to Shields. Shields still with the puck. Walks in, and a great save by Wishman as Shields was looking low corner. Now Holmquist with it. Holmquist, nice little move around Shields. Tries to make it 2 for another move, but that's broken up by Hivgeti as Holmquist looking to walk through the entire team there. Sent across to Thorne, who hard pass for Heifer to handle. Now Hivgeti with the puck. She'll pick it up and looks for Richmond, who does find it. Richmond just with a chip shot up to Wishman, who's able to corral it, and then
ooh, that was, yeah, a little bit extra there, eh? Onto the number 23. Helmerson got upended by one of the Steel players.
yeah,
May not be a penalty. Oh, it might be a penalty call here. The referee did have the hand up. Oh, yes, it will be a tripping call.
yeah, it looks like number 11, Richmond, is going to go sit for 2 minutes for tripping. As, yeah, Helmerson was taken down there.
Interesting side note here is Patron, who plays for the Steel, is the Ice Ferns coach, and also Nelson, who plays, is an Ice Ferns player. So you've got this trans-Tasman coach versus player relationship going on. Great insight from our team. Thanks for that tidbit. Power play to the Wild here.
Yeah, Ume with the puck now. Ume sends it behind the net. Ume now looking for her options. Send it up to Holmquist. Holmquist with the puck. She'll play catch with Ume. Ume looking for a tight corner shot, but that misses everything. And that's retrieved by Hollier. Hollier with it now. Sends it across the ice to Chalice. Chalice with a shot that's deflected by Hansen, but handled by Hivgeti. But now Ume will come away with it. And Jones will retrieve it and just send it all the way down the ice. Yeah, Brooke Patron, newly minted Ice Ferns coach there, so congratulations
yeah,
to her, and it'll be
That's
great
fantastic.
to see her first time behind the bench in Dunedin.
Yeah, hailing from the Great White North. Red versus Saskatchewan is where she was born.
And a dangerous bouncing puck there, handled by Harold, who then sent it to Mulari, who's able to chip it out of the zone. So a little bit of a bouncing puck there that just evaded the glove hand of Pulse. And fortunately for the Steel, nothing comes of it. But now we've got Mills there, and stripped by Horner Pascoe does well and just dances in around Nelson and puts a shot on.
Yeah, great save again. It's nice defensive work there by Horner Pascoe. A couple of tidbits for you that are listening out there. Her pregame fuel is a bagel with Nutella. Who comes up with this? This is fantastic.
Very specific. But who doesn't love a bagel with Nutella?
Yeah, apparently she was born in Australia. So she's a Kiwi and Australian. Played inline hockey for 25 years.
Yeah, great inline player. I've played a little bit with her. And yeah, fantastic hands, and that translates really well to ice hockey. So she's a phenomenal player for them. And yeah,
been an Ice Fern since 2011, so a long time too as well, serving her country.
So that's picked up by the Wild and chipped forward. Patron will give chase for it now, and that will be an icing on the Wild. So a little bit of a mishap there as they're still on the power play.
Yeah, 8 seconds left to the Steel's penalty to Richmond, is up and waiting to get back out on the rink. So this will definitely favor the Steel being in the defensive zone of the Wild. Try and kill off that last 8 seconds to get back to even strength.
Hefford wins that cleanly up to Patron, who will just backhand it into the corner, or will retrieve it, or sends it around the back of the net looking for Mills, but that's picked off by Patron. Patron with it tries to center it, but picked up by Weeks, and tries to clear it, but goes off the skate of Hefford and bounces onto Wishman, who has to direct it into the corner. Now Hefford with the puck, as she's muscled off by Mills. Hansen will battle for it with Mills in the corner, and that puck comes away to Weeks, but back into the corner of the Wakatipu Wild zone, where it's retrieved by Orr. Orr with the puck now. She'll just play it hard off the boards, but able to get it out of her zone. And it looks like the Wild just kind of struggling for a brief moment to get it out of the zone, as some good offensive forechecking pressure there by the Steel. really hemming them in.
Kind of using their own tactics against them, eh?
Yeah.
Steele, good adjustment with their play.
Definitely. Well, now Nelson tries to cut in, but she loses the puck there. And a good defensive play by Jones. Jones looking for her options now, sends it forward, but just misses Murray.
Doesn't skate for it, and she could have possibly reached that to negate the icing, but both the Steele players, maybe at the end of a long shift, didn't quite go for it. Could have negated the icing, but the Wakatipu Wild get there first, and they will get a reward by having an offensive zone faceoff.
Yeah, and with just under 10 minutes left, these offensive faceoffs are going to become more and more crucial for the Wakatipu Wild as they need to score 2 goals to get themselves to tie this game up.
And they are playing well enough to do so hopefully they can get it done. If you're a Wild fan.
Holmquist to Nelson. Nelson with a shot
Back
there and force.
Whoa. Yeah, another great play there. 2-on-1. It shaped up really quickly as we were just babbling on a little bit. Sorry about that, folks, but that 2-on-1 does get interrupted and stopped by Pulse. So the Wild not quitting here and still putting it right onto the steal.
Yeah, no quit in the Wild game for sure. So we'll definitely be looking to see them battle to the very end. As a shot there and a good blocker save by Pulse as she directs that puck around, and now Richmond will come away with it. Richmond with the puck now. She'll just chip it forward, but goes off the linesman and down to Holmquist. Holmquist battles with Richmond, who sends it to Nelson, who looks for a centering pass but misses everything and is retrieved by Hollier outside in the neutral zone. Hollier with the puck now. She'll just enter into the zone, enter into the Steele zone. Hollier behind the Steele net, looking for another centering pass, but that's broken up by Hefford. Hefford with the puck now, and she
gets tripped up.
She gets tripped up, and
not a timely penalty from the Wild. Who was that took them down?
It looked like Hollier.
Hollier just getting a little bit too happy with the stick there, playing defense. Apparently she's played hockey in 7 countries and currently a ski instructor and loves it. It's going to go to Canada for winter to continue it.
Yeah, well, ski instructor in Queenstown, I can't
kinda
really,
it
kind of makes sense,
yeah, it
right?
goes together, right? But the Steele, they will go on a power play. This game is 3-1, folks, so this could be a deciding factor potentially in the game.
Yeah, a really crucial penalty kill here for the Wakatipu Wild to keep this a 2-goal game. Patron with the puck now. Patron will stop up, and then she'll send it up to Jones on the point. Jones will send it to Patron, who sends it to the center, and a centering pass there, and I'm not sure if that was Thorne or Horner-Pascoe who got a shot, but a good save by Witchman there, as Horner-Pascoe and Mulari will play catch with it. Mulari with the puck now. She'll send it up to Jones. Jones back down to Mulari. Mulari up to Jones. Jones takes a shot, but that's blocked in front by Ume. Centering pass there to Thorne, but unable to deflect it from a great pass by Horner-Pascoe, but the Steele will maintain possession there as Mulari with the puck now. Mulari sends it up to Jones. Jones to Horner-Pascoe with a little flip play in front.
Some great redirects, actually. Like very underrated was the touch from Thorne, and she put a stick on it. Might get a chance to look at it here. This is another redirect there by Horner-Pascoe, the last play, but the one previous to that, Thorne was in front and does a nice deft little touch that might not have been caught by our camera, but it was a fantastic play as the Queenstown goalkeeper had to be very sharp.
Good face-off win by the Wakatipu Wild as they'll
For some reason there was a whistle, not sure why. It gets the coaching staff for the Wakatipu Wild up in arms, literally. So that should be a center ice face-off to recorrect the mistake there with the call on that icing, which was not icing.
A little bit of an unfortunate one there for the Wakatipu Wild as they'll settle for half ice as opposed to in the Steele zone, but the Steele will win that and Murray will come away with it. Murray sends it up to Shields, who sends it a great cross-ice pass to Hansen. Hansen there sends it to Hefford. Hefford will put a shot on it. A little bit of an awkward bounce there by Witchman. Now Hansen comes away with it, but sends it up to Shields.
That's going to be a penalty as someone got dumped in front with a cross-check from the back, right to Hefford. So they're going to be rewarded with a 5-on-3 penalty power play advantage. So I didn't mean to cut you off there, Sam, but it happens so quickly that the Wakatipu Wild, with their really close, tight defense, but Aoife Orr just getting a little too aggressive on the back of Hefford, and they will go to the box with now 2 players in the box, Sam, and it's a 3-1 game. So again, 6 minutes 42 left here. 5-on-3 for the Auckland Steel.
Yeah, this is going to be if the first power play or penalty kill from the Wakatipu Wild wasn't, important enough, this is absolutely crucial for them to kill this off. As Jones will send it up to Mulari. Mulari with the puck now. Sends it to Jones. Jones back to Mulari. Mulari to Jones up at the top. Sends it to Patron, who takes a shot on, and Wishman handles that well, and no rebound. And that will be so crucial, the rebound control on this 5-on-3, because they really, minimal bodies in front to clear that puck.
But shooting on the the right side with Patron, the left shot is going to the glove. So they almost want to load up Thorne and Malari on the other side to get the shots to the blocker to get those rebounds.
Yeah, great observation there. As Mulari and Jones will play past, a little bit of a flubbed pass there by Mulari, but she'll handle it and send it to Patron, who will take another slap shot, but that's blocked in front. Patron up to Jones at the top. Jones to Patron. Patron tries to find Thorne there and cross ice, but just bouncing puck bounces over Mulari. But that was a really dangerous play there, as Mulari was all alone on the back door there.
One player out of the box. Hollier comes on, so it's a 5-on-4 situation.
Mulari now. Mulari to Horner Pascoe. Horner Pascoe with the puck now. She looks for a centering pass, but it misses everything and goes all the way around to Jones, who will retrieve that puck and send it up to Patron. Patron with it to Mulari. Mulari now just looking for her option, sends it up to Jones. Jones with the puck now, takes a shot, and a great save by Wishman, as Jones was
looking
sending
top
a shot.
corner.
Yeah,
hey.
looking top corner. It looked like a really dangerous shot there. And
yeah, Wickman stood strong and got the chest protector on that one. So Malari looking, decides to go cross ice over to Jones, loads up the shot. Great wrister right off the chest protector of Wishman. Still on the power play, though. 51 seconds left for the Steel.
As that's won by the Wakatipu Wild. Send it to Hollier, who will get it out of the zone where it's retrieved by Richmond. Richmond now sends it across ice to Murray. Murray with it now loses it to Chalice. Chalice will just put a backhand on Pulse, who will handle that easily. And now Shields with the puck now. Shields just gets it into the Wakatipu Wild zone, where they'll go on the forecheck. Retrieved by Rout, who will send it up the ice to Holmquist, who will dump it down to Pulse. Pulse plays into the corner where it's retrieved by Holmquist, and no offsides there. She does well to prevent that puck from exiting the Steel zone.
Some very aggressive, good penalty killing from the Wild once again.
Shields with the puck now. She manages to get over the zone. Great pass, finds Murray. Murray with the puck there, and a goal! Helen Murray sends it over the glove hand of Wishman and makes it a 4-1 game.
So Auckland cashing in on the power play as that shot goes top shelf. It looks like it might have got a piece of, like Pulse might have got a piece of it, but Helen Murray, who likes eggs on toast and fruit pre-game, has played hockey with Auckland since 2011, scores for the Auckland Steel.
Well, it's interesting, Ian. We've got Nutella on bagels and eggs on toast. So breakfast before the game seems like it's the
some
theme.
pre-game themes for a lot of the Auckland Steel players.
As a shot on by Mulari is kicked out by Wishman. He'll send it forward. And now a 2-on-1 here with, and a goal!
The Wild reply right away with an odd bounce right into the net.
Yeah, and Burstein with a great burst of speed to beat out Jones and make it a 2-on-1, then send it up.
It looks like it went, I don't know if that gets off someone's skate or not, off the defender. Maybe, maybe not. We are just, that is the way it's going in this game. The Wild reply right away. That's a 4-2 game.
Yeah, it looked like a great job by Burstein to beat out that puck, and then a great job by Weeks to crash hard into Pulse and just throw it into the front of the net. You never know what's going to happen, especially when you've got your other players skating onto it hard, and in that case, it turns into a goal for the Wakatipu Wild. So they cut that brief 3-goal deficit down to 2 with 4 minutes left. Hollier with the puck now. She manages to get it into the Steel zone. Backhand centering pass there, misses everything, and that's picked up by Pied, who sends it up the board to Tuncliffe. Tuncliffe with it now, and she manages to get it out of the steal zone, where it's picked up by Chalice. Chalice sends it into the steal zone, where Holmquist will just bat it down to Nelson. Nelson with the puck now. Nelson and Richmond fight for it. Richmond sends it up to Tunnicliffe. And now Hefford will go, if she's fast, one-on-one, but it looks like a two-on-one, but she sends it up to Richmond, and Richmond taken down by Hollier, and it looks like no call on the play as Richmond's slow to get up. Now Nelson will pick that puck up. Nelson with it, and she'll just get it deep and go for a change. And Patron will retrieve that puck. Patron with the puck now, looking for her options, and she finds Horner Pascoe, who tries to make a move around Bennett's, but Ume picks that up. Now Mulari with the puck now. Mulari skating hard into the left side. She bounces it off the wall, and nifty little play to herself, takes a shot, and a great save by Wishman.
Yeah, great hands there by Mulari, noticing that the defender got a little overzealous and pinched in on her and put it past her using her speed. As we get a bit of a replay here for that play, the steal go to the backhand and gets kind of like, I don't know, just say body checked. So the ref decides the whistle's getting put away for the last 3 minutes of the game.
Yeah,
no call.
Let the players decide here. And they didn't put it away for that one, as an early whistle there when Wishman didn't look like she had full possession of it, but they call it, and we'll get another face-off here with Horner Pascoe taking the face-off against Ume. And looks like Horner Pascoe comes away and wins it, but now Pedrosa with the puck. Pedrosa wins it, but good back check there and picked up by Mulari. Mulari backhands it up to Horner Pascoe, but just out of her reach, and that's retrieved by Rout. Rout with the puck now, and she looks to send up to Bennett, but picked off by Hansen, who will briefly come away with the puck, but she loses up, and Bennett's now,
who did a little bit of extra aggressive play against Hansen and threw Hansen right into the boards there. Looks like they will be penalized. So that will put the Steel in the driver's seat here, putting them on the power play for the last 2 minutes, 25 seconds, almost the remaining time of the game, Sam. So good opportunity for the Steel to capitalize on that over-aggressive play by Bennett.
Yeah, and put this one to bed here with they're gonna have the extra attacker for the majority of the game, like you said, as that sent up to Richmond. Richmond sends it to Hansen. Hansen finds Murray, but that shot's deflected. Hansen back behind the net to Hefford. Hefford to Murray, but that's picked up by Mills. Mills with the puck now, but good back check there from Murray. Hefford with the puck now. Hefford just entering the Wakatipu zone, and she takes a shot, but blocked by Orr, but retrieved by Murray, who rings it off the crossbar as she looks to the heavens. Good job by Richmond to bat that down, as Nelson just sends it into the steal zone, where it's Shields who will retrieve it. Shields sends it up the ice, but that's picked off by Nelson.
Couple of giveaways by the Steel on the power play.
Maintains possession of it, but unable to get it through the remaining Steel player, and that will get sent down into the steal zone, where Horner Pascoe will pick it up. Horner Pascoe with it now, just weaving through the neutral zone, as she'll get taken down. And that puck will get sent the length of the ice, where Pulse will stop it and send it to Patron. Last minute of play here, as Patron will send it all the way up to Horner Pascoe.
And that will be offside. Unfortunately, Pascoe had it over the line and passed it back over the blue line to Mulari, and Mulari entered the zone while Pascoe was still in there. So both of them looking a little bit fatigued, maybe a relief that they are back getting a breather, as we get a shot there of the block, and then the shot looks like it goes up and off the crossbar.
And that puck's won by the Steel, and a little backhand there, as that puck gets dumped all the way down, where Jones will win that race. Jones with the puck now, and she'll just kill time, press it against the boards, but then chip it up to Mulari. Mulari to Horner Pascoe. Horner Pascoe back to Mulari now. Mulari entering the Wakatipu Wild zone. and she'll just stop up behind the net. Great pass to Hornapasco, who takes a shot, and good, looks like a glove save there.
Back to even strength too, Sam.
And Patron with the puck now. And looks like she'll just send it to Mulari, who looks to dance into the middle. Maybe one last attempt here. The shot by Hornapasco, and great save by Wishman, as that will do it for game 1 of our 2-game series. Wakatipu Wild unable to mount a comeback in the 3rd period, and Auckland Steel will take this 4-2.
What a game. I'm super pleased that we've been having the privilege to commentate that, Sam. And yes, the Steel come away with game 1 of this 2-game series with a win. Close game, too, in the end. Like, after seeing the way the game started, with the goal within the first 26 seconds, you would have thought, okay, this is going to be very high scoring. And to finish 4-2, goaltending was definitely a factor. The defensive game was very strong for both teams. A bit of ill discipline towards the end from the Wild. That might have cost them that power play with a goal there. But 38 shots for the Steel, 28 to the Wild. I mean, now that you look at it that way, it seems that the Steel really came on in the 3rd. The 2nd was definitely the Wild's period, in my opinion. But what a game. What a fantastic game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it really did look like the Wild were able to generate a lot of momentum there in that 2nd. It was really interesting. You know, we were curious to see how the Steel were going to come out and respond to that in the 3rd period, and it looked like they came out and responded, you know, the best that anyone could, and they really kind of let that 2nd period brush off and came back and dominated. And like you said, a couple penalties there by the Wakatipu Wild in the end really kind of killed their chances of mounting a comeback, as we'll see Pedrosa there will get player of the match.
Yeah, oh, is it player of the match or maybe the player of the game?
Player of the game, yeah.
For their team. Looks like they're rewarding one from each side. Claudia Pulse getting the nod there.
Yeah, and a great game by both players. I mean, Pedrosa was definitely really fierce there on that forecheck and generated a lot of opportunities, a lot of offensive zone time for the Wild. And Zadia Pulse, you know, came up with some really big saves when she needed it, and when the team needed it, and yeah, was able to walk away with the win there.
Some interesting facts from Pedrosa. She's won 2 calligraphy competitions for Chinese, and has apparently made a tower of chewed up gum. What a talent there. Thank you very much for sharing that information. Just want to shout out to also the player of the game for the Auckland Steel, Zadia Pulse. What kind of tidbits can we dig up here? Nothing really listed that I can see. Oh no, there it is. Head goalie for the 2024 Under-18 IIHF team and won gold in Bulgaria. Fantastic. Been a goalie for 3.5 years. It's her 3rd year playing for the Steel. So great stuff there from Zadia, not playing for a huge amount of time and backstopping the team that is the Auckland Steel for the last 3 years. Fantastic to see her getting player of the game and backstopping them during this season.
Yeah, another interesting fact about Zadia is her mom, Yolanda Pulse, is actually the manager of the Auckland Steel, and she does a great job with all the logistics. So shout out to Yolanda as well as Zadia Pulse for, you know, helping them take out the W there.
Yeah, absolutely. So there are a lot of interesting facts and figures and different random bits of information that you may not have found anywhere else but here in this broadcast that we're bringing to you live from Paradise Avondale. We are commentating the NZWIHL action, and we have been thrilled to see this great action for you to watch and to see such great sportspersonship in this game. Very competitive all the way through. What a match to watch, and also hopefully there's another game tomorrow that we get to see same time.
Yeah, we'll be right back here tomorrow at Botany Ice Rink. So that's a larger rink, Ian, as I'm sure you're aware, as a former Swarm player, former captain of the Swarm.
Oh, I was an assistant for a few years, yeah.
And so it'll be really interesting to see how this game translates onto that bigger ice. I think, you know, both teams are quite physical, and, you know, the Avondale smaller rink definitely played into that. So more open ice, you know, tomorrow, and it will be really interesting to see what that brings.
Fantastic. So we are going to say ka kite ano, and thank you very much for joining us, and we hope to see you again tomorrow for more action coming your way.